Wagyu steak, the Cadillac of beef, or maybe more appropriately, the Rolls Royce of beef, but from Japan, making it the... What's a Japanese luxury vehicle? Stand by. Making it the Toyota Century of beef. I had to look that one up. Evidently, that's like a really nice car. But we got 3 Wagyu cuts right in front of us, and we're gonna cook them up today. Stick around. All right, y'all, welcome back to the Texan Table Backyard Edition, where we get to cook up some of the finest products in Texas, and today we have some superstars. We have 3 cuts of Wagyu beef from BRK Meats. BRK is a local butcher shop that works directly with a couple Wagyu ranchers over in East Texas. So we have a tri-tip, we got a Denver steak, and then here in the middle, the creme de la creme, a beautiful ribeye. What makes Wagyu Wagyu? What makes it so desirable? Well, look, you can see it right off the bat. It comes down to the marbling. Wagyu steaks have the most marbling of any steak that's available. The marbling of a steak is where you get that rich, savory flavor from, all right? More fat, more flavor. This breed goes back like 35,000 years in Japan when it was a working oxen for agricultural fields, and it needed this fat in order to have long sustained energy. It didn't come to the United States until the 1970s, and that's when it got studied, it got replicated, and now it has truly become the gold standard even in the United States. Wagyu cattle is raised, but it's not graded until it is butchered and is hanging, and they actually have to send pictures of it to Japan to figure out how well it grades. And this steak right here, this ribeye, graded A5. Which is the tip top of the Wagyu scale in beef. That's an A5 steak, Daniel.
A5.
A5. I'm about to eat that in 5 minutes. So here's what we're gonna do with the tri-tip. We're gonna reverse sear this bad boy. So we're gonna smoke it on my pellet smoker, then we're gonna finish it off over hot coals. The ribeye is gonna reverse sear this one as well, but we're gonna finish it up in a cast iron skillet just to get a good crust on it. And then this Denver steak here, we're gonna cook this the traditional Japanese way, which is to take it, slice it thin, and then sear it on a skillet. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, we gotta get this one in first. I've got some basic salt and pepper from our local steakhouse here in Georgetown, and I'm just gonna kind of give it a light dusting. This has got like some Himalayan salt, woo, and Vietnamese peppercorns. I figure, you know, Japanese beef, Vietnam's not too far away. Makes sense to me. I understand my globe. One of the things about Wagyu is the fat inside of it. It's different than other fats. It's actually packed with like omega-3s, omega-6s, and it liquefies at a lower temperature. So basically, as this thing is kind of warming up, it is liquefying as we speak. All right, let's get this bad boy on the smoker. We got our cast iron over there getting as hot as humanly possible. I want that thing almost the level of molten lava, like where it almost liquefies itself and goes through the bottom of the pit.
Then whatever we wear, it's gonna be hot. Try that?
Then I don't need a jacket.
Denver steak is a piece of the chuck roast. So it comes out of the shoulder area, but butchers have found a way to isolate what is a really tender, delicious part of the roast. All right, let's check that cast iron. See, this is the most reliable thermometer in life. Woo! All right, I think we're ready. Oh, you hear it? I want to remember this moment. Let's flip them. Oh, they're basically greasing my pan. It just takes a couple seconds. You don't want to overdo it. All right, these are done. Woo! Oh, gosh, that's good. Mmm. You know, I swear I didn't put any butter on it, but it tastes like it has been basted in butter. Oh man. All right, so this ribeye might be about done. We're looking for about 110. We're at like 107. I'm gonna call it. Now we're giving it that sear. You ready for this sound? Beautiful. You wanna pull it at about 125 because temperature is actually gonna keep rising. So the steak will continue to cook even though you've taken it off the heat. Oh, son. Men were made to eat meat, Daniel. It's in your DNA.
Also, I'm on keto, so.
Yeah, that's part of it. Oh! Oh, goodness. Ah! That was nuclear. Here we go. Ooh, look at this. So this is a cross section. Typically in a ribeye, this would not have any fat in it. Can you see how much marbling there is? There's probably a lot of people out there who are like, I don't want fat in my steak, but you want this fat in your steak. Trust me, trust me. The spinalis, which is this ring around the ribeye on the outside, that's gonna be your most marbled. So I'm gonna save that for last, but I'm gonna go into this. Oh my gosh. I know you're salivating, Daniel. Have you ever had A5? Steak? Okay.
Oh.
Oh. It just hits different.
That was good.
And here you go. The spinalis, the meat candy of the ribeye. I'm ashamed to say, Daniel, there's a lot of things I would do to eat a steak like this, and I'm not proud of most of them. Oh, I'm gonna resist the urge to eat all of this because we do have a tri-tip we gotta check on. We are at 111. Tri-tip's kind of a weird cut, so it's really hard to kind of sear off the sides in a cast iron, so this is always best. We're gonna bring this up to about 125 and let it rest and then eat it.
Now we play the waiting game.
That's Wagyu. These things don't normally flame up like this, but there's so much fat that it's causing big flare-ups. All right, I'm gonna call this bad boy done. Oh man, I might be most excited about this. I've never seen a tri-tip that was remotely as marbled as this one was. On this side, you see the grain runs in this direction, but like a brisket, it's got a couple different grain directions in it. I'm just gonna start on this side. Wow. And you see like it's got just the tiniest little smoke ring on it. All right, here we go. Yo, look at all these little ribbons of butter. Oh, wow. That took a lot more smoke than the ribeye did. So this is like a Wagyu steak and a brisket made a baby. Look how much fat is in there. You just wipe off layer after layer. Woo, woo, woo. All right, guys, I'm gonna carve the rest of this death to veggies today at least. If y'all wanna try some of this glory yourself, look up BRK Meats. They're out of Carthage, Texas. You can find them online at their website, and they'll ship you some steaks just like this. Well, I don't know, just like this. Asking for the good stuff. All right, bye con Dios, amigos. Why am I even slicing it? I'm just gonna go in like a carnivore. Yeah.